numbers. And Adam Pryor's clearance hands the Panthers powerhouse status. Good evening, I'm Bruce Roberts. Also tonight, the Moira Shire's recovery 12 months after the tornado. Principals have spoken of how cyberbullying is becoming prevalent in primary schools. Students and teachers from across Australia have come together for a day of action against bullying and violence.
Schools want to show they can be a solution to bullying.
Through having consistency through teachers, parents and students, I think you're a long way to creating citizens who are aware of bullying.
Primary schools have been rehearsing for the National Day of Action against bullying and violence for weeks, and students were eager to get the demonstration underway. With the help of teachers and the school mascot, primary schoolers grouped together to form the words of an anti-bullying phrase. While still encouraging good behaviour in classrooms and the schoolyard, primary schools are now having to tackle cyberbullying.
In this day and age, every student seems to have access to the internet, and there are a lot of dangers out there when it comes to cyberbullying.
Similar demonstrations involving entire school populations were also happening at middle and secondary schools. Middle schools say their aim is to teach students to treat each other as equals.
Bullying is about power, and it's about perhaps an inappropriate exercising of power.
Nathan Curry, Win News.
Organisers of the annual Beechworth Gran Fondo cycling event say they're devastated after cancelling the ride because of low entry numbers. The race attracted more than 700 cyclists last year. Indigo Shire Mayor Bernie Gaffney is urging anyone who's booked accommodation to keep the reservation. People who've entered the ride will receive a full refund. The union representing Albury retail workers says casual employees could lose their jobs if they refuse to work proposed extended trading hours on public holidays. The group is planning to present a petition to the New South Wales Premier so the issue can be debated in Parliament.
The 4.5 protected trading days must stay.
Members of the Take the Time campaign say they're committed to protecting public holidays where retailers aren't allowed to open their doors. Last year's petition to Premier Barry O'Farrell had 30,000 signatures, one of the largest in the history of the New South Wales Parliament. This year, they're pounding the pavement in regional cities. The group says if big retailers are allowed to open on Good Friday, Easter Sunday and Anzac Day, casual workers can say goodbye to job security.
If you're a casual and you're asked to volunteer to work and you don't, casuals then check their rosters in coming weeks and you're just not there.
I have 2 daughters that live in Newcastle, 14 hours round trip. I have a granddaughter that was born 2 years ago. I've seen her twice.
But Albury's Chamber of Commerce says it's not buying into speculation and that because Albury is regarded as a tourist trading precinct, it's already open on Boxing Day. Board member Phil Clements says it makes sense for the government to standardise Boxing Day trading across the state.
Well, I think the issue has been blown up a little bit beyond what it actually is at the moment. Any other of the designated public holidays that aren't available for trading will continue to be unavailable for trading.
Eliza Rugg, Win News.
Moira Shire residents have reflected on the rapid recovery as they mark the 12-month anniversary of a Category 3 tornado. Recovery officer David Booth says it would be impossible to put a figure on the damage caused by the storm, estimating it to have cost residents millions of dollars in repairs.
Gabby Bedford is impressed with her new trampoline after the sky stole hers 12 months ago.
That one was too high and this one's lower.
While her mother Michelle says it's nice to be home again after their house in the heart of Coonamoo was one of the worst hit in the storm.
It took about 8.5 months to get everything done. So we moved back in November last year. So that was good feeling to be back before Christmas.
The Category 3 tornado tore through the small community in a matter of moments, leaving devastation in its wake. But out of it came the true spirit of the town as neighbours and strangers stopped to lend a hand in the immediate clean-up.
That's the best defence in disaster management and recovery, to have people who are friends, neighbours and family members work